Your life experience, good or bad, is a gift when you share it with others. At Taxi Chronicles, we allow real riders with real stories to share their gift. So hopefully this episode will intrigue, enhance or inspire you. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Morning. Yes, we're back with another rider, another episode. Today we are honoured to have a wrestler all the way from Jordan. But he's wrestling for Britain anyway. So he's going to tell us all about it, how he got into it and what it's like and all the rest. So nice to have you here.
Thank you very much for having me.
So tell us.
How did I get into it? This goes back to year 7 when I first joined my secondary school. You can see the phone is locked, is that right?
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay. So basically I joined the new school. Part of the school curriculum was wrestling. Okay, part of the PE, like the physical education program, one session a week was wrestling. And from the first session, I just fell in love with wrestling. The way it made me feel the satisfaction of training hard, and I've always been a hard worker and trying to be very competitive. I have a very, very competitive personality to the point where it's almost like an obsessive compulsive one, where I just have to be the best at everything I do. I have to perform my best. And yeah, from year 7 onwards, I just started taking it seriously and training. Eventually I got into the school squad, which led me to go out and compete nationally in the country. And then I took a little break because I moved schools for 3-4 years. I didn't wrestle or do anything, but I stayed.
Is this all in England?
This is all in England, yeah. After the break, one day I just woke up and I was like, I want to go back to wrestling. I contacted one of my coaches, got back, done an intensive quick program. Then I passed. There's these reward kind of things, these program rewards that you do, so that if you get an orange reward, then you can start taking it to the next level, which was going to the first Team GB training. After the first Team GB training, they were happy to keep me on, and now we're working towards 2022 Commonwealth Games, which is hopefully going to happen in the second quarter of 2022. And hopefully I'm going to be selected for the actual competition, because there's selections within the selections. But yeah, that's what it is.
Okay. What's the training regime like?
Training regime right now, because of COVID, it got slowed down a bit. But usually it's going down to Manchester.
To Manchester?
Yeah. The main training compound, the main training place for Team GB is in Manchester. It's in Salford, Manchester.
Really?
Yeah, I go down there. Now it's only going down once a month for 2-3 days. Usually it's almost every day. But
so
you can.
Live up there?
No, I don't live there. I have to live there, but you can go once a month and stay there for a week. The people that live in Manchester train almost daily. Us people that live in London, we have. You can just go to any club.
Why is they haven't got a branch then?
Yeah, they need to have a branch in London. If anyone hears this from Team GB Manchester, you guys please sort us out in London, because the nearest club is in. I have to go to Walthamstow, which is 1 hour away driving. I have to drive 1 hour back, so that's 2 hours of driving just to train for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can go and train in different countries and different camps. I went to Estonia in 2019. It was one of the best trips of my life.
Okay.
Even though Estonia was a very boring country, there's nothing to do. Just the atmosphere of training and being in a wrestling camp changed my perspective about a lot of things.
As a wrestler, do you run a lot? Do you do a lot of cardio? Do you body weight?
Running is encouraged, but not too much, because you don't want to put too much stress on your knees and end up injuring them. Because wrestling already takes a lot out of your knees. So they recommend doing maybe once a week of long intensity cardio, a long run. But it's usually a lot of explosive movements. Because wrestling is full of explosiveness and explosive short bursts.
Twist someone or lift them.
Yeah, and just very, very explosive and very, very short. So it's,
Do you get any injuries?
At the moment, thankfully, I don't have any injuries. A lot of people injure their knees. Knees is one of the biggest injuries, because you drop on the mat a lot of the impact goes on your knees.
What kind of injuries do you get on your knees?
People tear their ACL. They do the IT band. Some people just a lot of pressure and stuff on the joints. Some people I've seen dislocated shoulders here and there, but it's usually a very safe sport, all around. Usually, if you just follow your coach's advice, you're not gonna go down the route.
What kind of personality do you need to have to be a wrestler?
Oh, I think there's a reason why like Russia is #1 in wrestling, and like the Dagestan, Chechen area, because there I just feel like the mental discipline is on a different level. You know, people are just training from like age 3, 4, 5, and and that mentality is just
sounds like Genghis Khan.
literally, yeah, man. Like people, the like.
I think the mums that would complain, what are you doing, my baby? No!
I've seen 4-year-olds training like in videos. Yeah, they start so young, and it's just that mentality gets put into their head that there's no such thing as quitting. Like they don't even know what quitting is. It doesn't exist in their vocabulary.
Do you ever feel that you'll never go into UFC?
I've thought about it before, but I don't think I want to get hit in the head, to be honest. Because I just feel like one hit from a heavyweight is just gonna like minus 5 years of my lifespan. Because I've been hit in the head before in wrestling by accident, and it just like.
But that's probably an elbow.
Yeah, like it was a bit. It wasn't that hard, but it just made me think like, if a heavyweight gives me a full-on swing, like what's gonna happen? I'm definitely.
What's your body weight?
I'm 101 kg.
Okay.
So yeah, that's like what, mid heavyweight or maybe.
Yeah.
But a lot of people transition. I know one guy that transitioned. He wasn't. I'll show you he's got like 300k followers. He's very upcoming. He comes to Team GB training.
What's his name?
His name is Mohamed Mokiev.
Okay.
Yeah, he's being compared to Khabib and stuff like that because it's the same country, same kind of journey.
And for the listeners, Team GB is Team Great Britain.
Yeah, guys, Team GB is Team Great Britain.
Yeah, go on.
Should I talk about?
What would you say to a young person who wanted to get into wrestling?
I would say, honestly, it's probably one of the best decisions they'll make. Because it will just teach you a lot of things. #1 is discipline. Okay, if you're not disciplined, you're not going anywhere. Like, you might as well not even start. You need, like, top-level discipline. What else do you need? You need to have that mentality that you always want to improve. If you think you've reached a point where, okay, that's it, I'm good enough, or that's it, this is good enough, you're not going to go to the next level of progress. You just always need to be hungry.
You need to find another club or somewhere where you can...
You can always improve. Yeah, you can always... It's not good to go to a club and not get beaten up, in a sense. Like, if your partner is not pushing you to that level, I think you need to find like a new partner or a new club or stuff like that. And always aim to improve your numbers on exercises, improve your, you know.
Where does wrestling come from?
Wrestling, as far as I know, historically, is from from Greece. I think that's the oldest ever sport. Wrestling is the oldest sport, apparently, the oldest Olympic sport ever.
So I know
it's like 3,000 years old or something like this.
I've seen pictures of them wrestling in Egypt.
Yeah.
And also I know wrestling's common in Senegal.
Yeah. Wrestling is common in Egypt and Senegal. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're probably older than Greek then.
Might be, yeah, could be.
Civilizations.
Probably, yeah.
Than the Greeks.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but from what I know, it's like maybe the oldest recorded historical evidence or something like this. But I wouldn't be surprised at all if it originated in one of the African countries.
So what's the future hold for you then?
Oh man, that's a good question. I don't know, honestly. I think if I want to be the best, I'm gonna have to go and seek out the best, which is sadly not in England. I mean, training at least.
No, it doesn't matter where it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be in England.
It doesn't have to be, yeah.
It's a banking country.
Yeah. You have to, yeah. That's literally, yes.
So they're not worried about.
Yeah, they're not funding properly as well, man.
Why they've got the wrestling up north.
Yeah, they're not funding.
They're more kind of Celtic.
Yeah.
You know, fighters.
Yeah.
You know, fighters, different kind of people.
Yeah.
In that sense. But yeah, I hear you saying. So last question, what's the impact you want to have on the world?
I want to inspire the youth to use their energy for good reasons instead of doing whatever they're doing these days. I don't want to mention certain things. Yeah, negativity, but yeah, man, if you put your energy into something you love and something that's improving you every day, something that's improving your mental health and your physical well-being, trust me, you're gonna be much happier, have a better quality of life, and just overall be a better person to improving, helping society, helping other people, helping yourself. And I think that all comes down from the effort you put in. And I think just naturally, us human beings, we feel good when we achieve something, and we feel good when we do something that kind of makes us feel like, oh, today I achieved something. This is, today I'm improving the last time. That good feeling,
Okay.
Maybe one time you can come down to a session in Walthamstow and Legion.
Yeah, no, I'd definitely be interested in that.
Yeah, like come down for a session. They do jiu-jitsu as well.
I used to do the BJJ.
Yeah, they do. Our club does BJJ as well. So if you're interested.
Wrestling, and I always wanted to know how to throw someone.
Yeah, you can definitely learn that. Legion Wrestling, that's the name.
Okay.
Legion Wrestling, yeah.
All right then, thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
And we wish you well.
Likewise.
We hope you liked that Taxi Chronicles interview. Don't forget to share and subscribe to get the latest episode. Ever considered investing in the continent with the fastest growing economies and population on Earth? The same continent that holds 30% of the world's known natural resources. Listen to our sister podcast, Africa Investor Stories, where you hear real investors with real stories from around the world share their experience of investing in Africa. We post Monday and Thursday at 10 a.m. British Standard Time.